I think the fact that the United Nations has, in both resolutions of the Security Council and the General Assembly, acknowledged the importance of One Belt, One Road initiative, that I think is recognition of its contribution potentially to the global economy, as well as to connectivity of not just one region but many regions, and the number of countries that are participating in One Road, One Belt. Very many countries are participating in this. So I think the global recognition, the international acknowledgement of its contribution to the global economy and to the prosperity of the countries which are going to be participating, and to the development of the countries that will be participating in this great initiative is for Pakistan. We welcome this. We also believe that this will be good not just for China and Pakistan, but it will be good for many regions of the world, and ultimately also for the global economy. Well, as you know, the China-Pakistan Economic Corridor, which forms a vital part of the One Belt, One Road initiative, is going to benefit my country in many ways. The early harvest projects that are envisaged under this economic corridor, of course there are many, many projects. There are almost 50 agreements have been signed, and they cover the development of roads, port, infrastructure, trade, as well as energy. But the early harvest projects under the China-Pakistan Economic Corridor relate to helping Pakistan meet its energy requirements. So immediately what it does is to help Pakistan address its ongoing energy crisis. Because as you know, in my country, demand for energy has been increasing as economic growth has picked up, but energy needs still have to be met in order to meet the challenge of a growing economy. So China's assistance, China's investment, China's role in these early harvest energy projects are going to help my country address the energy crisis. But also, in the longer run, it will help Pakistan develop those regions of the country which have been more underdeveloped than other regions. So I think the importance of this initiative in helping to bring prosperity and economic growth to Pakistan cannot be underestimated. My Prime Minister has called this project a game changer, not just for relations between Pakistan and China, but a game changer for the entire region. This is going to connect the region, and it's also going to connect hearts of the people of this region. So I think it has an economic dimension, but it also has a dimension of security and peace. Because where you will find economic prosperity and economic development, obviously that will also contribute to stabilizing the situation, especially in Pakistan's neighborhood, in Afghanistan, because as you know, Afghanistan is also part of the One Belt, One Road initiative. So it's the whole region that will benefit, both economically and in terms of enhancing its security. The SDGs talk about comprehensive development, and I think the Belt and Road initiative helps to attain many of the objectives of the SDGs in bringing economic growth, in bringing prosperity, in helping countries achieve their own development goals. For example, my country's agenda of development is convergent with the objectives of the China-Pakistan Economic Corridor, which, as I said, is part of the One Belt, One Road initiative that will help us achieve many of the development goals. And because Pakistan is one of the countries that is participating in this initiative, other countries that are also part of this initiative will benefit, and it will enable them, it will build capacity, and it will also enable them to achieve the SDG goals. Many of the SDG goals will be achieved. There are many dimensions to the cooperation that is already underway. The cooperation extends to the development of a deep port in Gwadar, for example, that is part of the China-Pakistan cooperation, and also to the development of roads, railroad, and infrastructure in which Chinese companies are already working in Pakistan. But for Pakistan, the immediate benefit will come in the area of energy. And as you know, energy sufficiency is very much part of the SDGs as well. So you can see that many of the SDGs will be achieved over the long run, of course, because these are long-term goals, by this initiative. I think the summit in Beijing of Belt and Road Initiative, in which so many countries and their heads of state and heads of government will be participating, is going to send a very important political signal to the world that China, along with other countries which are partners in this initiative, and in ensuring that there is connectivity in the region, this is a signal to the world that globalization does bring benefits to the people, and that China will help to uphold the principles which are very important of international economic trade, and also help in taking forward the benefits of globalization. Because globalization means connectivity, and connectivity means that if you have greater trade and you have greater cooperation, economic cooperation between countries, it helps each country that is part of this cooperation to benefit, and benefit in both an economic sense and, of course, as I was saying before, in the sense of contributing to peace and security. So this is, I think, going to send a signal to the world that countries support globalization, they want to benefit from globalization, and that those countries in the West that are trying to, in a way, look inwards and are talking about protectionism, that is not accepted by the majority of the countries that will be present in China when this summit is held. So I think this is going to send a very powerful signal to the rest of the world that globalization is alive and well, and that China is leading now the drive to achieving the benefits of globalization.